remember when we did the first practical joke special?
Right.
We did a joke on Joan Rivers. We had apparently Margaret Thatcher meeting her in an airport. And I said, gee, Joan has to be really dumb. People have to be very naive to get caught. And you guys nailed me.
And however.
Now, you see, here in this country, I knew they couldn't get me. I wouldn't go to the bathroom in the morning because I figured there's a camera. Somebody would call and say, would you like to have dinner tonight? I said, no, you and Clark have got something lined up.
But we got an accomplice.
Oh, what an accomplice.
Got a great accomplice. First of all, my son Ricky was involved in this, and they got Grant Tinker. Now, Mr. Tinker is the
chairman of the board.
Mother Teresa of NBC. Now, and my attorney, Henry Bombastic Pushkin.
Yes, was in on it.
Now, for the past 6 or 7 years, I've been going to Wimbledon.
Very flashy. He takes his vacation. He goes all the way to London. Well,
you go to the Rum Festival in Buena Vista. What are you talking about? Anyway, well, I'm in London, and Grant Tinker calls me at the hotel one day, and he said, would you mind coming to a little cocktail party? He said, I hate to ask you to do this, but it's very important because we're talking to some very important people from the All England Lawn Tennis Association. We're renegotiating the tennis matches for next year.
And when he asks you for a favor...
It's the chairman of the board. I said, sure, Grant. He said, I'll have you in and out in 15 minutes. Now, you know, on the show, as Joan Rivers does, we kid about the British. And I've always felt that the higher a person in England is stature, culture-wise, the more difficult they are to understand. Prince Philip, you know, talk. You can't understand anything they say. So what they did, they took me to this cocktail party, and I see 6 or 7 very English-looking people. They introduced me, and of course, you know what you did to me.
But along in the way there, you mentioned a very famous guy, Al Kelly.
Al Kelly was a man years ago who was living in show business by going to conventions and double-talking. You couldn't understand a thing he could say. He was, you know, it's real fun because some gave me the trip, and I was over there, and
You think you're hearing something?
Now, what happened, it is so embarrassing. I was so uncomfortable because I did not know what was going on. I did not understand one of these people. As you will see in just a moment. And when I would finish with this fellow, I said, well, maybe I'll talk to his wife. She was worse than he was.
The victim, Johnny Carson. He's been invited to a special cocktail party for the Wimbledon Tennis Committee. But it's a completely fake party that we set up.